Hey, how you doing, everyone? First, I'd like to give my biggest condolences to the Nipsey Hussle family, his loved ones, and all of the fans and those who know him, business partners. I just really, heart goes out to those that respect those people who really love him and know him and related to him. All his children that he left behind. Everyone, man. I mean, we all know that the government or organized crime from a higher power have ordered this hit on Nipsey Hussle. I don't believe it's about games. I don't believe it's about set or about coast. Please do not take what I'm saying out of context. Because it's not about if you from the West Coast, East Coast, what game was set. This is one of our fallen heroes of today, leaders of tomorrow. He was only 33 years old. This young man was doing so much for the community and the surrounding community. I just hope and pray that it don't discourage those who are doing a lot of good to stop doing what they do for people in the neighborhood and people that greatly need the effect and business venue. We have no idea who did this, so let's stop the speculation. But one speculation that everyone is on one accord that this was an organized hit, like they always do to all of our leaders, and make it out of games or make it out of something else or find a fall guy or fall person who they can get some dirt on and let them take the hit. That's what they always have done to us and our people. So to us, somehow, some way, after we mourn for the family and the friends of Nipsey Hussle the rapper, we must respect his wishes and keep his dream alive. He wanted to come out and expose the things about Dr. Sabi. That's another one of our fallen ones who mysteriously died and no one can know the character. Because they do these things to us because they know there's nothing we can do about it. And they're going to say things about black on black crime, every dismissal, hide the hand, throw the rock tactics they're going to play. And we know that a lot of us are vulnerable and exposed because that's just the way certain things is. And you can see as a person like him is being exposed. And doesn't matter, man. They do this in Chicago, New York, all over, man. A lot of people die for a lot of strange reasons we don't know. Do we do a lot of uckery? Absolutely. We do. No one's saying that. No one dismissing that. We know we got to own it because people beat it in our head and we want to be held to a higher standard. So by me saying this, doesn't some way, somehow, if this is something else, which I highly doubt, but do I absolutely know? I'm doing exactly what everybody else knows. I'm not speculating, but I'm giving my assumption based on a pattern and behaviors. Because who, regardless of set, have to gain by taking one of ours? It's letting us know how vulnerable and how exposed in life really is. And exposed regardless of who we are, no one can escape them. If they got you, they got you. So that's why some of us have to remain hidden and move behind the scenes. We don't need everyone in the front. And those who are in front, we got to protect them, man. Somehow, some way, someone should have did a better job in protecting them. That's what people would say. But no one knows. It could have been anywhere. But however, to do it where he's from in his own store. And it wasn't a robbery. It wasn't about money. It wasn't about anything. All we know is he's dead. All we know is that someone has to be accountable for it. And if the government involved, we'll never know. Just like all of our other leaders. We will never know. We will never find out. But we all know these are the patterns that they do. Like Chicago, where I live, this is what they always do. They take out all of our leaders, and they have intel, military. They know how to move and shake. This is why they move in the suburbs. That's why they move in different places so they can hunt, because whoever did it was an organized person because they hit him in key places. If this was an amateur, the place would have been shot up a lot more. And people said the way they moved, these were people that had some some kind of form of training, I would say. And we all know about black masses, black skin. We see it all day, every day in Hollywood. So you really can't base it on what you think it is or why could it be. All the thing you can say or think is why. So that's my take on it. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. I hope somehow, some way, that family finds some peace after this morning. And that's very extremely hard because this man was a father. And and his children will not see their father. That's one of the biggest things I'm moaning about because for children losing their father, man, you just have no idea how exposed and vulnerable you are to what's going on. So we know what it is. Shouts out to Tariq Nasheed. He's out there. A lot of key people was out there and just wanted, I don't know what it is, PR talk or whatever. But we got to tighten up some things, man. I've been saying this for years. Regardless where we live, we got to have some kind of watch for ourselves, man. Some kind of neighborhood watch, some kind of worldwide watch. And have some movers and shakers that no one knows who they are to watch people, because we all know they will infiltrate different things. But somehow, some way, we got to protect ourselves better. Regular people, famous people, whatever. Because these things are not making sense. Because if it was gang related, which I highly doubt, where do we go from here? Do we stop going in the hood? Do we stop? Do the self-hate continue to do? Do the dismantling continue to happen? What do we do from here? You know what I mean? Because the politicians and the power to be and people, political talk, going to be all over this and go run with their assumptions and run with their candid, biased views. Because this is all this is, news to them. They can care one way or the other. This is newsworthy because he's a famous person. And I hope somehow, some way, that whoever is responsible, that the Lord deal, because I want the Most High God to deal with whoever this is behind this. And people talking about gang life, I'm reading some of the topics, and I'm not speculating about this, because when you really know all these people pointing fingers, what dirt or what have you done? That I tell you, this man had done a lot more good than he ever did bad. Because of everyone I know of him, I'm saying this from afar, they have nothing but nice things to say about him and people that's around his circle, especially for the people. Some will say, why would a famous person be in the hood? Why would he come back in the hood? Because that's the mindset they want you to do. They don't want those who are in position to help us, to motivate us, to inspire us, give us something to look to, touch them, where things can be realistic goals for us. They want us deprived and dismantled and in fear. They want that because that's the way it's always been, But like I said, r.i.p. Nipsey Hussle has been shot. And I'm looking at saying this, not just him being shot, he's been killed. You know what I mean? This was an organized hit because the shooting that was done to the head and to the chest area, this person or persons had very good training. I want to know how much coverage it's going to be. I know it's a lot of cameras, a lot of people that's out there, a lot of people that really care about him. They're, gathering themselves because this happened so fast. And all of a sudden, just like that, life is gone, man. So again, rapper Nipsey Hussle has been shot and killed. Praying for him and his family again. As a fan from afar, I really was liking his music. He was definitely one of the real ones that I can say that I can play his whole song, his whole albums, from start to finish. You can't really say that about everybody, in my opinion or my taste. Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, those are the ones that come out. And Nipsey Hussle, those are the ones that come off the top of my head. I didn't want to make this on, but I just want to let everybody know. Everyone knows the government's behind this. Is organized hit. Do not be confused by this some gang stuff. They probably rallying around and already have in place. If this is, they're gonna try to find a fall guy, some poor brother that can't defend himself, and they're gonna say this, and there's nothing he can do about it, like they always did. How many brothers and sisters are locked up because of mistaken identity in the law enforcement and the government? Look at Jesse Smollett. You know how he get out of it. The LGBTQ got him out of there. That's how he got out. Connections, mob, homosexuals, government. You know, they don't want to see us shine. They don't want to see us inspired. They want to see us crushed and to have the spirit beaten out of us. You know, all these pagan holidays and all these things coming up. How can you celebrate life and our fallen ones keep dying mysteriously? I'm out. This is Real Lion TV and Real Talk and combination. Want people to know that I really want people to really care about their loved ones, man. Life is way too short for us as a people to not pay attention to ourselves. And little inner beef or inner problems with family and little knucklehead stuff from keeping you and your loved ones. Don't let this be somebody and then you regret not spending time with somebody, get to know them, the squash and petty beefs that was so long that really makes no difference or sense. And, you know, or the only time you get to meet your family in a funeral or whatever it is. Fight that spirit. Like, subscribe, and give me a comment. You know, I really need some help with this channel, YouTube algorithm. Don't like brothers like me for talking real content, you know. So I appreciate if you could do like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.